Hi. So to begin, I would like to introduce myself and my agriculture-related past. My name is Mason Glover, and I am a junior at UGA. Although I live on a farm and was born in the highest poultry-producing state in the U.S., I have had very little involvement in production agriculture. I began riding horses when I was 4 years old and have continued to do so since. I was a member of 4-H for 12 years and was very heavily involved in livestock clubs, judging teams, and quiz bowl teams during that time. My family has raised Nubian goats, ducks, and chicks, along with having rabbits, dogs, cats, horses, and now a potbelly pig named Levi. I would say that I definitely identify more with consumers when it comes to production agriculture due to a lack of experience with large-scale production of livestock, but having an agricultural background. From the perspective of an ag-educated consumer, I feel that feeding antibiotics to livestock for a sub-therapeutic purpose is the most concerning topic of this discussion. Antibiotics are defined as substances produced by living organisms like fungi that inhibit the growth and survival of microorganisms like bacteria, as stated in our textbook. Alexander Fleming grew antibiotics in grain baths and extracted them to use for people. However, the crop residues that were left over were then fed to livestock as a way to increase their efficiency in the industry. The positive side of these antibiotic residues was an increase in growth rates and feed efficiency in the livestock in which they were fed. However, the downside is that the antibiotics are being absorbed by the meat of the animal and end up having an effect on the humans who eat that meat. According to an article titled Antibiotic Resistance, the administration of antibiotics to factory farmed animals is one of the primary causes of antimicrobial and antibiotic resistance, which prompted the World Health Organization to call it one of the biggest threats to global health, food security, and development today. Since the residues contain low doses of antibiotics and are fed over a long period of time, the antibiotics would only kill the weak bacteria and leave the stronger bacteria more resistant to continue growing and developing. This is what makes it so dangerous. This is the direct cause of bacteria-resistant antibiotics, which is a huge problem today. I believe that my ag-based background leaves me more aware of the common issues with this industry, but my education on this current topic is more of the cause of my concern. As was stated in the notes video on antibiotics, most people do not know any better and will only take prescribed antibiotics until they feel better and then stop. This practice will have the same effect on bacteria as feeding antibiotics of low doses to livestock, which it is then absorbed by the meat and passed to the humans. In my opinion, I believe that feed additives fed to livestock are of the least concern because these additives simply work to improve the animal's natural growth by preventing health problems like coccidia prevention in poultry, acidovirus that make the gut utilize food better in swine, and biotin that promotes hard, healthy hooves in our cattle. Feed additives represent various classes of molecules, compounds, or organisms that promote ingestion, absorption, assimilation of nutrients, growth, and health, as stated on the Science Direct webpage. All types of feed additives work to help the animal grow and stay healthier, with much fewer adverse health effects on them and the humans who eat them. In my opinion, animal producers can be very upfront and willing to discuss and advertise which feed additives they have given their animals and the effects of these additives. Using proper certified labeling techniques and correct advertisements would probably be an effective way to communicate to the public about why feed additives are a beneficial way to promote the healthy growth of animals without people fearing that they are eating unhealthy or inhumanely grown meat. The feed producers can also play a role in educating the public about the feed additives in the products that they're selling. I believe that my agricultural background skews my position on this topic because most While I am not a producer myself, I am very close to beef and poultry producers in my area, and I truly believe that producers only want to produce a product that their consumers want to buy. If producers pumped their animals full of antibiotics and hormones, consumers would not want to buy that product, and the producers would definitely lose all their money. Due to my knowledge about how animals are produced and what it takes to keep them healthy, I know that feed additives are an appropriate amount of antibiotics to treat an infection are part of the process of producing high quality, healthy animals for consumers to purchase. One positive impact of using growth promoting hormones to speed up the time between harvests is that there is less competition for resources such as land, grain, and water between the animals and the humans because the animals do not take as long to reach their slaughter weight. RBSTs, for example, can cause an increase in milk production of dairy cows. With each cow producing more milk, dairy farmers need less cows on the farm without seeing a decrease in their milk production. Less cows mean more room for existing cows. Less water is used and less grain is needed to feed them. Therefore, these resources are more available to the humans in their area. I hope you enjoyed my video blog on current issues with agriculture and antibiotics and labeling and things like that. Thank you.